Hello guys, welcome to another Urban Viking ale review. Now then, I'm going to do a shout out to my good mate Terry K of Beer Goggles Reviews. He's been absent on the old video posting thing for a while. And I've got to say, Terry, come on, get back on it, because I miss watching your videos. I know he's been busy doing bits and bobs, which you'll see, because he has spoken to me in between that time. He's got a couple of surprises coming up, so keep an eye on his channel. I'll give you a link at the bottom for the descriptions if you don't already know who he is. But anyway, so this next one I'm going to be reviewing is pretty near to me actually. It's not too far away from where I'm living at the moment, and it's one I've always seen in the shop and I've never ever gotten around to reviewing. And I've heard some pretty good things about it. I know this is quite a nice solid brew. So it's from the Dartmoor brewery and it's their Jail Ale. Lovely. So let's give you a bit of info on this one. Okay, it says Pride of the West Country, award-winning ale brewed on Dartmoor. This is a premium bottle-conditioned beer and contains a live yeast sediment. So for best results, pour carefully to leave sediment in bottle. Okay. Contains malted barley and wheat. Let's see if I can get your website. Yep. Oh, it's got its own website, the actual beer itself, which is www.jailale.com. Lovely, 4.8%, so nice sessionable ABV. Okay. Plain cap. I do like that. I've had two different colour caps there, haven't I? Lovely. Simple things that make me happy. Right. I used my Plymouth Beer Festival pint for this. And let's get it going and see what we get. Okay, bottle conditions, so I'm going to be very careful with the old pour. It doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. It's behaving itself anyway. Okay. Yeah, there is a little bit of sediment in there. I can see it's quite chunky actually. I'll be very careful when I pour that because, yeah, you know what yeast does to you the next day. Right. It's a nice sort of bitter colour. Not too much of a head. I did pour it quite carefully, so. But let's give it a sniff. Wow! Straight away, I'm hit with malts and also like that sort of peppery watercress sort of smell. Yeah, some really nice sort of light biscuit notes as well. But that peppery smell is quite predominant. Also, almost like a slight sort of rubbery smell as well. It's not unpleasant, but it's quite strange. Excuse me, sorry. So yeah, it's quite a pale, sort of bronzy colour. So let's give it a go. Cheers. Oh, that is really smooth. Mmm. Oh wow, I like that aftertaste. Give me a bit more of that. Okay, the first, it's very, very smooth. The first taste you're getting is like a sort of a malty sort of flavour, like, you know, like a malted milk biscuit or a sweet malt. A slight bit of bitterness as well, and then that fades, and then this sort of rush of sweet biscuit comes and sort of hits you back on the tongue. It sort of creeps up and then disappears again, and then you're left with the initial bitterness again, sort of on your roof of your mouth. It's really, really smooth as well. It's quite, well, it's an ESB in it, so it's not going to be a full body, but it's quite a nice, light, refreshing beer. The one thing I'm not too happy about is the bitterness. It's quite an odd sort of bitterness. That peppery note which I got on the nose seems to have somehow merged with the bitterness. giving it quite an odd flavour. But it's still very nice though. Oh, sorry, one sec. Sorry about that, so let's go and check on something. So anyway, back to the beer, the Dartmoor Jail Ale. I'm not going to put that sediment in there. Let me get up to the light because I really don't. Whoops. I really don't want to get that in there because there's quite a lot of it. Right, so yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. I'm a bit disappointed actually. I thought it was going to be better because I've heard a few people say they like it. But then again, I'm not a massive fan of malty flavours. I like my stouts and I love my IPAs. When it comes to like the traditional English IPAs and pale ales and stuff like that, I'm not the biggest fan because of the malty flavours. Sometimes they can be either a bit too sickly or I don't know, they can just sit a bit uncomfortably in my mouth. So, but this is quite nice. It's very light, very smooth. If you like your malty beers, you'll like this. But to me, it's not really doing anything for me. So, for me, it's going to get a 6 out of 10 because it's a nice beer. It's you know, it's neckable. I'll drink it again, but I really wouldn't go out of my way to buy it. I know they're a really good brewery, Dartmoor Brewery, because I've heard some good things about their other range, so I'm going to be trying to get hold of a couple more of them. So, because I did the same with the Compass Brewery. I tried 2 of their brews and they were far too biscuity and sweet for me, but I never gave up on them. So I ended up buying their entire range in the end. And the very last one I tried was their Baltic Night Stout, which was bloody gorgeous. So, you know, I'm not going to write off a brewery just because it's got one beer which is pretty average. But it's nice. If you like I say, if you like malty flavours, if you like a nice bitterness at the end, and if you are a fan of the old British pale ales and IPAs, you'll really like this. It's just not really doing anything for me, so 6 out of 10 for that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another Viking Ale review. Cheers!